female identity. First slide, please. These are the four poems I've taken to reveal the paradoxical portrayal of women. Now, first of all, Robert Browning was an interesting person, and he focused on exploring the darker aspects of human nature, especially violence. So, he confessed that we can see, using all the liberal feminist and psychological theories, we see that women try to come forward and challenge the tradition, but they had to pay back with their own lives. So, in this connection, Browning's point is that women should fight for their freedom, even if it means dying for it. So, our first poem will be My Last Duchess from 1842. The next slide, please. This poem is a good exemplary of the psychological portraiture accomplished by Browning in his dramatic monologues. In the poem, the speaker is the Duke of Ferrara, who is delivering a narrative about his late wife. However, he is unaware of how he exposed himself to be a figure of a cold man with an exact. This pushes an aggressive idea to the speaker's head. He thinks that just because he was a man and she was a woman, he was superior to her. It wasn't Porphyria's love that he wanted. It was the power that he felt from earning her love. His heart did not swell because of the joy in discovering that Porphyria loved him, but because of the sense of pride. The speaker acknowledged how pure and innocent Porphyria looked, and so he tries to hold on to that image forever. But guess what? In the next scene, we see how the speaker mercilessly strangles Porphyria, using her own hair of all things. He described Porphyria's throat to be little and assumed that she probably didn't feel any pain. Well, that's how we see how Browning managed to weave a portrait of a man driven to murderous intentions, simultaneously motivated by pride, power, and a need for control. The next poem will be Adria del Sarto. Okay. So, it is important to acknowledge that Robert Browning's poetry do not solely portray women as victims. Many of his works also showcase complex portrayals of love, relationships, women's agency, and also the situations where women have been in the wrong. Adria del Sarto from 1855 is a great example. In this poem, the poem's name itself suggests the name of a famous painter who was highly inspired by his beloved named Lucrezia. Lucrezia's rare beauty was one of a kind. Even though she was a widow, Adria married her for a beautiful stature. But his paintings always lacked soul in it. Why? Because the person who's providing the inspiration wasn't pure. No matter how beautiful, how wonderful Lucrezia's outer anatomy was, she lacked the inner beauty.